Aloha, everyone. I'm Sports Director Adam Lucas here at Simplesio Field with Jesse Merrick, wrapping up Day 5 of the JUCO World Series. And it's a Hawaiian shirt night here, so you don't need to turn down the contrast on your TV there. But real quick, we just got to give a shout-out to our audio and visual guy, Scott Scher, for providing these shirts. I wish I could say I own them, but
right.
He's the one that supplied them. Now, also, let's talk about what happened on the field tonight. Now, the game that we just saw, Jesse, looked more like a video game than a JUCO World Series game.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Both of these teams scored 41 combined runs in their previous 5 games. You got to add another 17 to it this one after this game tonight. Unbelievable.
Yep, and that was between Walter State out of Tennessee and Northwest Florida State, and it wasn't a surprise that runs came early and often, and here are the highlights. Walter State head coach Dave Shelton throwing out some signs. I believe that one is Aloha boys, let's get the W, taking on those rowdy Raiders from Northwest Florida, and we expected this one to be a mash fest, and the Senators leadoff batter Kyle Wilson says, yeah, we can do that, and he didn't just go for power here, but he also strategically plays a little pinball with the wall in left center, and that gives him enough time for a 3-bagger, and how about that for a start? Next batter, Coley Curry grounds out to second, but Wilson crosses home, and Walter State draws first blood. But in the bottom half of the first, Mac Hathcock up to bat, and you know what rhymes with Mac? Jack. Solo shot ties this game up, mano y mano. Bottom 2, Hathcock at the plate again, and you know what's better than 1 home run? 1 more home run. This time it's a 2-run bomb, and that gives Northwest Florida State a 5-4 lead. Then in the third, how about a little Puerto Rican power? Onyx Martinez says, hey, that looks like fun. He goes yard as well, and it's a slugfest indeed. Raiders up 8-5, and we're just getting warmed up. And Northwest Florida would go on to win that game 10-7, so Florida remains undefeated. It's the 3rd consecutive game they've scored double digits, and Walter State does say a lie, but what did you see out of tonight's game?
It was unbelievable, honestly. Northwest Florida State, we've seen it before, just how they come out and get hot and just keep rolling, and tonight was no different. Their leadoff hitter, Mac Hathcock, came on, hit back-to-back home runs and back-to-back plate appearances. So an amazing way to start it for that guy. And then they waited 1 more inning before they got another home run from Onyx Gonzalez, a guy we talked to earlier this week. He hit a 3-run blast, and Coach Reardon from Iowa Western mentioned just how devastating those ones are. Obviously, it was for Walter State as they couldn't come back after that one.
Well, and I think you got to say there's not a team that's hotter right now in this tournament out of the 5 teams left, or 4 teams.
Not even close.
You know, than Northwest Florida. So,
yeah.
But now we're going to go ahead and back up to the early game today. We had Iowa Western taking on Chattahoochee Valley, and of course Iowa Western, kind of the team to beat in this tournament coming into it. They were the #1 team in the country. I think they were 52-5 heading into the tournament. They of course were the defending champions, so they were certainly the team to beat. But we've talked about that heart that Chattahoochee Valley has.
They have some big-time heart. Obviously, a lot of it is derived from their coach, Adam Thomas. That guy, they would run through a wall for him, and they proved it each and every time that they stepped out on the field, especially in these highlights. Check them out.
It's Wednesday at the JUCO World Series, so like always, it's time to dust off those Hawaiian print shirts. And the loser of this game between Chattahoochee Valley and Iowa Western says aloha to the 2015 Junior College World Series. And yesterday, Coach Reardon and the Reavers were the benefactor of a 3-run homer, but this time they fall victim to a devastating 3 RBI double from Jake Mazier in the top of the first inning. And a few batters later, Brandon Whiteford adds insult to injury with a 2-run blast to right center. Dude actually hit a moving car in the parking lot. That puts the Pirates up 5-0 early on in this elimination game. Now, Chat Valley also got some help on the hill from Bryce Conley, striking out 5 batters, only allowing 3 hits in 5 innings of work. Now, Whiteford and the rest of the Pirates made sure that would be enough for their club, adding 6 runs over the course of the next 2 innings. In this battle between a pair of swashbucklers, the Pirates proved their propensity to kill it on the diamond, run-ruling the Reavers for the 2nd and final time in the World Series. 14-2 the final in 5 innings.
54-7 is an okay. You know, if I coach at Iowa Western for 15 more years, I'll take 54-7s, guys, whether I win another national championship or not.
It was real fun out there. God, that's so cliche. You know what? That was great for our program. You know, I mean, you see what Mark's done over there at Iowa Western. You know, you guys see him out here every freaking year, you know, and defending natties.
So never a dull moment from Coach Thomas at the podium, but it looks like Iowa Western's going to have to wait another year to get another natty, as he calls them.
Exactly, get another natty. I loved that line. That was great. But obviously, awesome performance by Chat Valley there to come away with the win and knock off the defending champions.
Exactly. So the Pirates live to see another day. And speaking of tomorrow's schedule, let's go ahead and take a look at that now. So it's a 2-game format just like we had today, and we'll open again with an elimination game. We start off with Chattahoochee Valley playing the loser of tonight's game, which was Walter State, and that will be an elimination game. The loser is sent home. The winner will move on. And then in the late game, which starts at 7:30, we're going to have McLennan out of Texas, who beat San Jacinto to get to that game. They're going to be taking on these Northwest Florida State Raiders. And so real quick, Jesse, what do you think in those two games? What do you see tomorrow?
Well, I've been wrong a lot since we've been out here, always picking against the Northwest Florida Raiders there. So I'm going to continue to pick against them, like I mentioned, the 6 o'clock show.
It works again tonight.
Exactly. I don't want to pick them and then have them lose. So I'm going to keep picking against them. And you know, McLennan, they've kind of done it. It hasn't been pretty always, but they've gotten it done. So McLennan's another good team there as well. But I'm now pulling but not pulling for Northwest Florida State because I don't want to curse them, and then also for Chattahoochee Valley.
Well, like I said, you got to say the Raiders are the hottest team in this tournament. It'll be interesting to see if anybody can stop them, and we're running out of time here, but don't forget we'll be right back here tomorrow, so catch us right here on News Channel 5 at 5 tomorrow. We'll have all of your highlights and reaction from the coaches. We're going to toss it to a commercial break, but stick around. We'll be right back.